So here we are. We have a quick look. And I hope that everyone will join on time. If not, then so be it. Welcome everyone. Here is England Grandpa. This is gonna be an interesting live stream because this is gonna be related to the Rise of the Dragon Battle Path. And it's gonna be an honest one. So I hope that some of you may understand my opinions, and if not, leave it in the comment section of the live stream, if not after the live stream. And let me go ahead and share this, so probably we're gonna get more engagement from some players. If not, then so be it. As always, time zone always, it's not in my favor, but I hope so sometimes. So, Rise of the Dragon Battle Path, how it went. Well, actually, I really wished it went better. And I'm not talking about tanks, I'm talking about the grind itself. It was quite hard to do it, especially when, well, you have to, how to say, spend a lot of time in the game when real life is not your, main, when it's your main thing. So, I'm gonna go through all of this, and if some of you may missed some of this, like some of my opinions, you can go ahead and probably will be able to rewind back. If not, I will check now and see if you can skip through. Yeah, I think so. So let's go ahead and start with the battle path itself. Ranks. The ranks itself, well, all of these rewards has been diminished, being cut, and not so many rewards actually, as in the previous battle paths. Yeah, you get more skins, but who likes to use a lot of skins on their tanks? Hey, US Grant, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome. So I'm a bit skeptic when it comes to, well, I'm not into skins. A lot of them, some of them I like, but to me it matters the rewards and the tank itself. Not bad, US. But let's talk about the rank itself. Every 3 ranks or 2 ranks, you're gonna get a battle coin booster. Is not bad. But the moment you're gonna go straight forward to another skin or tank or whatever, you're gonna have to grind a lot. This is like 5 to 6 levels. If you don't have the battle coins to do this, it's gonna take you roughly 3 to 4 days of active grinding and trying your best to be number 1 to get more battle coins if you don't have any battle coin boosters. And if you have those activated, then yeah, you will get more, but keeping in mind, in every match you're gonna have a player that's gonna be hyped. Like, he will like to do a lot of kills, a lot of damage in each match. And nowadays it is like this. It's hard to be number 1. And then you get decals, which I googled, and I find some interesting stuff about these numbers. It's really interesting with the Chinese thing. Gold, I really wish we had more gold. Banners, I have a lot of banners. I don't have the necessary gold in order to get those banners, but I know that I have a lot of them in my stash, and I cannot see these. Sadly, I have to pay 10k gold to get that. It's a lot. Base paint, yeah, whatever. I like colors such as white, red, yellow, blue, and black. Looks great on as a base paint, but not green. Credits, 30 million credits in this battle path. In the last ones was like 50 or something like this, if I'm not mistaken. Guys, you can tell me. The tanks, again, you get a tank and the grinding starts all over. But let's go straight to, it's gonna be like this up to level 50. From level 50 onwards, here is 7k each level, and like, come on, man. I really wish we had better profile pictures than this one, or an avatar. I'm not so happy with this avatar. I'm not even gonna use. Looks funny and it's not my type. Premium days, 7 premium days, 14 days, whatever, 3 days. It's not bad. I use them from time to time, but I use them nowadays. In the past, I wasn't using them. So it is what it is. Another skin for a tank, a Type 99 skin. And amazingly, we don't have a skin for a tier 10, which this is one of my saddest things to see, because you grind all the way to level 60 to get the tier 10 and don't have a skin for this tank. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring this skin in the shop for cash, or who knows, probably it's gonna be an event in the near future for the skin of this tank, but I really don't know. Let's go to missions. When it comes to missions, all of these missions are the same for like 3-4 battle paths. I really wish they'd increased and at least to change the difficulty level and even the vehicles, but also to change the missions itself. Like damage dealing all over the tanks nowadays is possible in one match to do 50k damage if you're a good player, but I would like the developers to change this from tier 3 to 10 to just put it tier 5 to 8 and leave elite for 8 to 10. Many players, they do this. They do these missions in tier 10 and it's already done. You know? If you're a good player, again. Damage deflection, blocking damage. Here is the thing. Nowadays you can block 40k damage in a match with certain tanks, but I really encourage the developers to change this and make this missions such as, like, I don't know, probably 1,000,000 damage blocked, or 400k damage blocked, or 40k damage blocked in 5 matches, 10 matches. And obviously, guys, in each mission itself to have double the rewards, like to be double, because what can you do with 600 when you have to reroll for 250, 300? That's not enough. 500 also. It's hard to get the battle coins, especially when the shop is not with you, and it really is annoying. Shape charges. Here we have some interesting mission. Let's put it like this: 30k damage with heat only, with hash only, and ATGMs only. Separate brackets, and you should play with some certain tanks. It will be more interesting. I would like to see also high explosive missions, because I don't see, like, probably once or 2 times a week I see an SPG player in the team at tier 10. Nevertheless, at tier, I don't know, 5 to 8, it's a rarity nowadays. So I would like to see that coming also, so that players can come and join and play and do those missions. Execution, this mission with damage to, you know, to immobilize vehicle, it is tricky, because in every freaking match that I played, the moment I immobilize the target, my teammate will blow up that tank, and the moment I want to do some damage on that target, it's already gone. This mission nowadays it's fairly annoying. Yeah, it can be done if you have a tank that has multiple weapons, like ATGMs and autocannon, or a main cannon with autocannon combined, like a tank like similar to Terminator or T-15 Armata or Strixwagen or Object 195, where you could shoot with your autocannon the tracks, and hopefully you're gonna get the track, and then you shoot with your main weapon trying to do some damage. Then will be suitable, but up to that point, all those targets that you're gonna track, they will be dead the moment you reload if you don't have those tanks. It will be very painful. If you have, let's say, GAU, yeah, M48 GAU, yeah, you can finish this mission in one match, but even then it will be hard to do it, because it's not always Sunday. Let's go to Colossus. This is like doing 10k damage to high tier vehicles. Nowadays this can be done in one match. You just join, let's say, with a tier 9, like intermediary, tier 3, 5, 7, 9, and sometimes 10 if he's a lieutenant at tier 11, and you will do 10k damage. It's easy, it's too easy, and I really wish it had more, and even the rewards to be much higher. Like, come on. Finishing top 3 experience, ranking 10 times, or collect 10 blue star medals. I really want to see this be done in just like finish number 1 in experience 10 times in PvP, because some players join just with tier 1 to 5 PvP, and the moment they get like number 1 in experience, they finish this mission. It's not fair, because in PvE you have to work your ass to get that blue star, and it's not easy. And not with every tank, not with every MBT tank actually. The same goes to light tanks, the same goes to the SPGs. Let's go to elite. In elite assistance, in 10 battles, help deal allies, ally deal 2k in the random, 6, so basically spot so that your teammates can do damage. This number can be increased because nowadays you have tanks that have really high spotting, view range, and even those progressive and not progressive like premiums. It can be done, it's easy, but I would like to see more drops, more parts for tanks. Like 5 parts is not enough. I would like to see 10, so double all of these. Let's go to Colossus. Here it says destroyer help destroy 100 high tier enemies. This mission is fair, is enough, it's fine as it is. Destruction, in 10 battles, destroyer help destroy 3 in random battle, 10 in global operation, 20 in PvE. This is still, it is hard to do it, but yeah, I think it can be a bit more, let's say, interesting. Eliminate 100 enemies. Each player vehicle elimination counts as 10. This, it still is, you know, hard to do it in both cases, PvP and PvE, but I don't know, man. I think it can be increased, because the moment you're gonna do all of these challenges actually and keep on grinding, you'll be able to, you know, do more and more stuff and get more battle coins and more parts for your tank. Damage dealing says in 10 battles, deal 5k random, 15k global, and 25k in PvE. Yes, this mission still, it is hard. It can be done, but it really matters the tanks you bring to the fight. If you really want to do 25k damage, well, it's only T15 Armata or some other premium tank. If you're going, let's say, with some tier 9 AVs, yeah, tier 8 AV tank destroyers, yes, it can be done, and obviously it's not gonna be easy. What I have an idea, like what do I have with these? I can give an idea to developers, and this is gonna be easy, and probably some of you may understand this. If you go to ranks, and if you know, in some other games, not just related to tanks, other games like those with, I don't know, with weapons and knives and I don't know, stuff like this, even mobile phones, they will have in each rank basically a set of missions or one mission. So I would like to see from 1 to 50, let's put it, some interesting missions where you have to play with every, let's say, tier in the game, but also tank in the game to do that mission. If you don't do that mission with that tank, you can either spend it with battle coins, gold, or in-game credits. As you know, we have a lot of players in the game. They have billions of credits, not millions, billions of credits in their garage, and basically it sits there and they have nothing to do with it. But they can exchange those with a level, so they can skip this up to a point. When I say up to a point, I say like level 50, where from this on you'll have to play with some certain tier 10 tanks, including SPGs, including AVs, including, I don't know, some other tanks, where you have to do some missions. Let's say base defense missions. Let's say spotting missions. Not being spotted missions. View range. Spotting tanks, a number of tanks in the match. Trying to block as much damage as possible among all the teammates in your team. Missions where it includes also platoons, where you have to be in a platoon in order to do that mission. Missions where they count only if you play on certain maps. It will be interesting, because we don't have stuff like this that can make the player to be challenged, you know, like to be challenged and to see his potential as a good player. We don't have this. We have a lot of players that they wait some maps to pop out, or they are scared to join that map because that map is too hard for them. And because of that fact, the battle coin booster drops. Like, you have the battle coin booster on, but if you sit in the garage trying to wait for a new map, that battle coin booster drops. So having that mission on, it will force the player to come and join and play the game and play the maps to get them more like familiar with. And by the end of it, obviously, here I have an idea. You can either spend only battle coins or credits for getting the level 60. So you will not be able to spend, let's say, gold. You can spend credits to finish this, but it ain't gonna be a cheap one. So you'll have to spend a lot of credits to get the level 60, because basically the moment you finished all of these up to level 60, you will have to spend a lot of time. And I know that some players will finish this. It will finish this, but it ain't gonna be easy always to spend units, because as I said, the units or the credits spent ain't gonna be cheap. It's gonna be expensive, and most of the players will grind just to get those credits. How much, I have no idea, but I think if you make some calculus and see how many players have billions of units credits in their garage account, I'm pretty sure they will find out and they can make, let's say, some adjustments. When it comes to challenges, here it should be increased, because the moment you finish the first 5 of them, you don't get so many battle coins anymore. Like, basically you're trying to get, but it's quite hard up to a point. So should be increased, this pool, all of it, all around of it. Some missions are still, let's say, hard to do them if you don't play with HGM launchers, or such as this mission that it still bothers me, because I have some maps where I was like 300 meters plus, 350, 345, 305, 315, and I looked with my weapon on the tank and I was killing targets, doing damage, and basically nothing happened here. Nothing grew up here. This is bugged, or I don't know what it is. Oh, you finally got the ZTZ20. Congratulations. Congratulations with the tank. Congratulations. So some missions should be changed. Some missions should be increased the rewards, and basically, even if it's not the reward, at least increase the level, or the something like this, you know. Shop. The shop itself, like it is now, this is funny. So I got now 500, and if I go and spend that 500, which means 2 rolls, I might get okay, this is great. I might get, wow, okay. I might get like this. So I get once 500, once 500, once 500, and then 200 and 100 and 100 and 100 battle coins, and spending and spending and spending up to a point where I get to 0. So it is funny, this shop. Sometimes, well, I have some friends in the battalion, when they spend like 100 100,000 battle coins, 50,000 battle coins. Myself, I spent also a lot of it, but that's a rarity. Like what we got now during this live stream, it is a rarity. It's not always like this. And I can show you. If I get 5k, then okay, great. I'm happy, you know, whatever. But just look. So now this is fine. 50, 200, you know. So it goes up and down, up and down, and up and down. It is more going downwards after a while. So the shop is not always the best option to gamble, but if you want to go in the shop and to gamble, you need to at least have 15k or 10k at least to try to get that 50k offer, which is probably in the 1% or half of a percent chance to get it, and at least let's say once, if not never. Let's go to the tanks itself. The ZBD04A was one of the tanks that I was looking forward to get it, just because it's familiar with some other tanks and it looks funny. However, I don't play with the tank, it still is fine. Probably in the near future, when some missions will pop out, I will use the tier 7, so it's still fine. The VN17 still is a decent tank, but I have other tier 8s which I really like to play with them and do missions. The only downside of this tank, it is the ATGM launchers. You have to be far away. You can shoot with your autocannon, but it's not always very wise to face enemies frontally or close range due to your armor. ZTL11 is one of those tanks that I had, so well, I was shocked on how this tank was. However, having two weapons, it makes you to play differently according to your weapon, if it is the 105 or 125, and I prefer the 105mm just because it loads faster and it makes you to compensate for that shell you've lost to play more aggressive. Yeah, armor is not the best thing of this tank. You have to be far away, you have to play as a sniper. If you play aggressive, then you're going to end up dying pretty fast. The CTZ20, as I said on my video, if you didn't watch it, go ahead and watch it. This is a 10 out of 10 tank, MBT. I really wished it had an autocannon, a small one, at least of 150mm. But it doesn't have. It has one for let's say 7.62mm, which is a machine gun, just to destroy some wrecks or something like this. Armor frontally, it's awesome. However, in some matches you might get yourself in some fire or tracked or heavily damaged. It is strong frontally up to a point, as it says also in the info. When it's chipped, you're gonna get damage after damage, and I saw it like yesterday while playing with this tank. The ATGMs on top, the phosphorus ones, are very useful. It is a good tank to play on maps where you have to defend it or something like this. Well, actually to defend. It's very mobile, it's very good, you know, as a tank to play aggressive, but try not to expose your rear and try not to play stupidly in matches. I saw some players playing this tank and being blown up in just a matter of seconds, just because they forgot that in some corners of the map it was, I don't know, a hunter, AV, or some sort of a Sphinx or AAV tank, and saluted him with some ATGMs. So it's not a very well protected tank, but frontally and up to this section it is protected as a tank, and you can play aggressive, as I said. Other stuff about the battle path, well, the grinding was hard. So from 1 to 10, 1 means let's say extremely hard and 10 means easy. It will be around 7. If I put it with the other battle paths, this was the hardest one because I had no drops in the shop. Just one drop, amazingly, after 2 months, and that was just pure luck. And from that thing, I had to spend, you know, from my wallet to get that offer because I was out of battle coins, and it was like 2 hours up to the reset point of the shop, so I was constrained to do that. I wasn't happy, but I had to do it. It was the only offer I got it. So yeah, it was interesting. I've got a tank from the shop, the Wilk, the tier 8 premium tank destroyer, I think it was. But I really wished I would have got it, I don't know, a tier 9 or 10 tank, especially a tier 10. I haven't got it any from the shop up to nowadays. It sucks big time, but we're gonna get those also in the future, who knows. Yeah, as I said, the tank is really well if you play on maps where it needs to be defended. The base needs to be defended. This tank, to use it in, let's say, in the American Dream maps, like event, it's nice. I don't know which other maps in Enigma's Legacies maps that were also can be done, but yeah, I have no idea. What's with the smoke here? I have no idea. Well, if you have any other questions, guys, go ahead and do it. I really wished I would made a video, but that video took me like 4 tries to finish and to do it in at least 15 minutes, and I wasn't able to fit all of it in 15 minutes. Always was 30 minutes, 35 minutes, 40 minutes, so it takes a lot of time when the battle path had a lot of setbacks for me, especially getting these tanks quite late. I've done my best in grinding, but you know, you cannot always get what you want. So if you have any questions, go ahead and ask me. If not, I'm gonna go probably and play a match and have some fun with ZTZ, and yeah, I will look in the chat. This is a great map to play with some certain tanks. However, we don't have to defend this base, we have to capture, but there are a lot of tanks, and I'm gonna go straight to the area where I can play Hull down. It will help the tank to do a lot of stuff. So hopefully it will be interesting. Oh man, it takes quite a while to get these players on. I had some great luck in the shop, ended up getting 3 tier 10s. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, T14, 152, object for 90, and the Challenger 2. Yeah, I have also some screenshots about the tanks. I got them, well, I had them as a, let's say, an offer, but I didn't have the battle coins. Yeah. Another thing with this tank, it is to not shoot while on the move. Having a big gun is not always accurate, so especially the 140. Why sometimes they don't kill this tank. Yeah, and I don't know, probably they got into the setup of the tank or something like this, but not always. It's like aiming correctly what I'm doing, so probably it's been secretly nerfed, or who knows. I have no idea, but I'm just saying that. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Will they kill him? Amazing. So, I will not master using the white phosphor rounds. Why? It's easy. It's actually easy. That's a wrong position to place your sniper, but it's quite easy. If you'd like to play with STGMs, well, ATGMs actually, it is easy. There we go. I have to look behind because always will come some tanks that I basically know they will give me some damage. See, gun depression is not there, so you have to play quite wise. So far this is it about this this battle path. Really wished it was easier to grind, however it isn't. The next battle path will be harder to grind, which I'm looking forward to get it, since they're like two AVs, and if I'm not mistaken, the links will be introduced in the battle path, with the Jaguar being a tank that will be formed from parts. So parts of like the ZTL 11. So I have that feeling that the links will be introduced. It has been noticed to us since September. No secondary, but the mission is done, sadly. But we managed to do 26k damage, top damage in our team. So it is nice. It is really nice. Well, dudes, with this being said, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this stream, especially when it's related to this battle path. It is the last one. Now I have other priorities, let's say the ones related to what I usually do about tanks and ideas for this game. See you next time, and have a happy Christmas and happy holidays to each and everyone. Bye bye.